That's a look at the work of Hip Hop is Green. The hip hop community tonight taking their message from the streets to the farms, teaching young people how to eat healthy. Joining us now is Keith Tucker. He's the founder of Hip Hop is Green. Mr. Tucker, thanks for being here. You know, this organization, this nonprofit, has been around for like 14 years. Tell us about your new climate change curriculum right here in New York City called the Youth Excellence Program.
Yes, Cheryl, it is really time for us to train the next generation of climate change makers. We have to teach young people about climate change so that they can come up with solutions to get us out of these serious issues that we're having to deal with right now.
Yeah, and there are a lot of serious issues, and one of them is unhealthy eating. So many young people are having diabetes way too soon. They're overweight. The statistics bear it all out. So talk to us about the urban areas that are typically saturated with fast foods.
Yeah, you know, for many years, we've had to deal with diabetes, cancer, heart attack, stroke. For some reason, we don't have fresh fruits and vegetables in our communities. Not too many people are educating us about the benefits of a plant-based diet. That's why, 14 years ago, we started giving out free plant-based meals, bringing in hip hoppers to perform, and just educating and turning the community on to fresh fruits and vegetables, healthy food, and plant-based options.
Yeah, and talk to us about the reaction of young people. Most kids love hip hop, so that's a draw right there. How do they feel about the green leafy vegetables and fruits?
Hey, listen, I was nervous when we first did the first green dinner because you know how kids can be so honest about how they feel. But you know what? The exact opposite thing happened. They really enjoyed it. They loved it. They asked questions. They wanted to know where the food comes from, how it's made. So we just kept doing our hip hop green dinners, and we ended up doing the first ever plant-based hip hop tour in history. So we served over 20,000 meals around America over the last 14 years.
Yeah, and there are 5 elements of hip hop, but explain how health and wellness is the so-called 10th element of hip hop.
Most people don't know that in the early 90s, we added more elements to the culture of hip hop past those 5. So beatboxing is an element, street fashion is an element, street language, street entrepreneurialism is an element of the culture. And finally, in 2016, we gathered at the Schomburg on April 21st, and we started the 10th element of hip hop. And so we signed that proclamation, and on that day, the 10th element of hip hop was born, which is health and wellness. So now officially, health and wellness is a part of hip hop culture.
And that's a great thing because we all want to eat healthy. Talk to us about the celebrities, the people on the mic, the DJs who are also on board with this program.
Oh, yeah. We have DJ Soul Messiah. We have Stick and NY1 from Dead Prez on board. And of course, right there in New York City, we have Styles P and his wife on board as well, too. They have a shout out to Juices for Life. We did a great event with them. And, we have many other hip hop artists that are involved throughout the country in this new green age of hip hop, this movement towards health and wellness.
Yeah.
But one of the most important thing is taking that health and wellness movement and moving it in a direction towards climate change,
right,
and towards coming up with solutions for that. And that's what we're really excited about right now.
Yeah, and that's a key. That's something we do every night on Live at 10. We have a climate check. And talk to us about how the hip hop community is becoming more sensitive to the effects of climate change.
Well, first of all, we need to know what's going on. Right now, every system that is in place on planet Earth is in jeopardy. I don't know if people know that 70% of the surface of the Earth has been mowed down for goods and services. In 35 years, we may not have any fish in the sea. These are serious environmental issues that we need to dig in and study and learn. That's why we created the Youth Excellence Program. It's a 10-week program where we take young people through every issue of climate change, and we do in-depth studies. And then we go and talk to experts, scientists, geologists, environmentalists, all these people who are on the front lines of this. And we get young BIPOC youth involved in the green movement.
Well, it's so great to know that young people are being inspired not only by the music, but by the message. Keith Tucker of Hip Hop is Green, appreciate your time on this Friday night.